I'm going to tell you in this video 5 things that I personally do for my health and well-being regularly that I believe bring me great benefits but are contrary to the established science. In fact, the established science may well say the opposite, but I don't know about you. I am done with so much of the established science. Those of us who are fully awake, we know how a lot of the science works, how many studies are simply determined by whoever funds them. And we know that sadly, many professionals in science and medicine simply mindlessly repeat what is told to them without actually looking at data themselves. I'm also sick of this arrogance, which is at the top of medicine and science. We know best. This is what the studies say. Well, nobody knows your body better than you. Everybody has a unique instinct of what is right and what is not right for them. So I'm going to share with you as a doctor 5 things that I regularly do, which go against what actually science has been saying, but I know bring me benefits. Number 1, I eat a whole load of eggs. Every single day, I eat eggs. Often 4 to 5 eggs every single day. How many of us grew up at a time where we were told that eggs, especially the center of the eggs, the yolk, that cholesterol is bad? How many of you heard that statement over and over again? Many of you. Well, it is based on very weak evidence, if I can even call it evidence. Eggs are just about the most natural, complete food that anybody can eat. They contain all of the essential amino acids, a lot of other very important compounds, and I don't care what any medical or scientific establishment says. I know that eggs are good for me, so I eat a lot of eggs. I could also say the same for other dairy, including butter and milk. The one caveat I would like to add is that I always go for the high quality eggs, as with butter and milk, organic. With eggs, it has to be pasture raised, where the hens are treated very well. And I believe that you have to treat animals well. If you don't treat animals well, in this case hens, they're not going to give you good eggs. So I go for the highest quality. Number 2, I expose myself to cold air, especially in the winter. Something that I started doing more over the last couple of years in the colder months. In the morning, I go outside and I have a good long walk, exposing myself to cold air. Of course, you have to be careful if you're in a more vulnerable group. Be careful if it's icy. But I believe that this did me a whole load of good over the last couple of seasons. It helped to wake me up. And I also think it's really bad advice, as has been given for a long time, to stay warm, stay indoors during the winter. That's the worst thing for many people, because then you're not only not going to be getting any fresh air, any vitamin D, but you're also going to be more likely to be exposed to bugs within a closed environment. So I do that. I believe that that habit has done me a tremendous amount of good. But many authorities out there would say that it's not good. The only circumstance I can think of is if somebody's very vulnerable and shouldn't expose themselves even for the briefest amount of time. But I think for anybody really, I mean, even just opening your front door or sticking your head out of the window and getting that brief amount of cold, fresh air can often be a good thing. Number 3, I shower at least twice a day. It's so interesting because many authorities, including dermatology authorities, will say that it's not a good thing to be having regular showers. In fact, sometimes I have 3 showers a day, and they will say that it's bad because you're going to be constantly exposing yourself to soap multiple times a day, washing your face, etc. But for me, I believe it's a good thing. I also believe that it's been good for my skin, but I do really enjoy a nice warm shower multiple times a day. I'm not a huge fan of cold showers. Occasionally I'll do that. I know a lot is out there in the wellness and metabolic health community about going and having a cold shower. I'm simply not a fan. A long, warm shower, very relaxing. Okay, what have we got next? Turmeric. Those of you who watch me regularly know that I'm a huge fan of turmeric. Curcumin, which is in turmeric, has very potent antioxidant and anti-inflammation effects. This has been shown in multiple research studies. Of course, you will never get a big snazzy research on turmeric because who will fund it? But it's been used for thousands of years, and I consume it both in my food, whether I'm having a curry, an Indian curry, a stir fry, but also as a supplement, because there is evidence that when you heat it up, it can lose some of its effects. Also remember, if you're going to experience the full benefits, to mix it with black pepper. But I believe that turmeric is extremely beneficial for me. And actually, I will say this. If I have some aches or pains, if I've had an intense workout or I have a mild headache, I don't typically take an ibuprofen or an acetaminophen, paracetamol, Tylenol. I will take a turmeric capsule. And for me, that really helps me. Now, you will not find many studies out there, randomized control trials, and I don't really care if any doctor says to me, why are you taking a turmeric capsule to ease your mild pains? For me, it works very well. So I'm not interested in what any snooty academic professor in his bow tie has to say about this. I know it works for me. And it's interesting because sticking with turmeric, you will find that over the last couple of years, the mainstream media, of course, they don't want to promote anything natural because we know where their funding comes from. But they put out a couple of articles about how turmeric can be very damaging. But here's what they miss out is they miss out that it takes consuming an incredible amount of turmeric to cause damage. I'm talking about consuming a sensible amount of turmeric in your food and as a couple of capsules a day. But that same mainstream media outlet will never talk about all of the side effects and adverse events from all of the pharmaceuticals out there, but they will pick on turmeric, which has been used for thousands of years in many cultures. Go figure. Number 5, I am not really a fan of snacking. It's so interesting because the standard nutrition advice out there, which is absolutely terrible, that's why we're in such big trouble, is to snack regularly and eat regularly. Eat after waking up. I mean, look at what they do to patients in the hospital. They often wake people up with their food. I'm a huge fan of time-restricted eating. I've made videos on this before. I'll include a link down below. And I don't even do it for fat loss reasons. I don't need to lose body fat. I do it for metabolic health reasons. I want to rest my metabolism, and I try to eat all my meals. I'll usually eat no more than 2 meals a day, and I'll have the vast majority of my calorie intake for the day in 2 meals. I will not eat 3 meals a day. That's not my thing, but 2 meals. And if I do eat a snack, it will be more protein heavy. Of course, you can enjoy the odd treat, but I can't understand this advice out there to eat frequently during the day. I think it's terrible advice. It keeps your insulin levels high and it helps to promote insulin resistance and inflammation. So those are 5 things then that I do that I know are good for me, and I don't give a whatever if the medical establishment or any professor or doctor tells me otherwise. Number 1, I eat loads of eggs. Number 2, I expose myself to cold air during those colder months. Number 3, I shower multiple times a day. Number 4, I take turmeric, especially when I have any aches or pains. It helps me. And number 5, I avoid frequent snacking, and I want to consume nearly all of my calories during my meals. Once more, you know your own body. It is the ultimate disrespect when any medical institution, authority, or doctor thinks that they know more about your body than you do, and what is right for you, what is wrong for you, what is working for you, and what is not working for you. You know your own body, listen to it, and trust your gut instinct. I think most people out there know if what they're being told is complete BS or whether it sounds perfectly reasonable, and whether any medical professional respects you or is trying to talk over you. So stay well, everyone. Keep going. Share your stories down below as long as you feel comfortable what works for you with regards to your health, which also goes against the standard dogma. All right, everybody, do check in the links down below for my website, my health program, MetThrive Method 30-Day Kickstarter, if you want to seriously go about reversing naturally your insulin resistance and losing body fat. Also, in the links down below, my free newsletter. If you're not already signed up for that, why not? And our natural health and wellbeing store. Do check that out. We are very excited about our expanding natural health and wellbeing store, ohiwellness.com. If you're in the USA, North America, ohiwellness.co. If you're in the UK, Europe. Take care, everyone. Do hit the like button if you like this video, the subscribe button for more similar videos on this channel in the future, and we will speak again very soon.